Good day, everybody. Today I'm going to bring you my thoughts on the Sig Sauer 1911 Nightmare carry model. It's not the Commander, it's the short compact with the fastback. It doesn't have the square back like most 1911s. And let's get into it. First thing I want to say is the gun has been safety inspected. I've tried doing 2 more videos other than this one, and I've been sitting here playing with it and I haven't left the table, so it's still inspected. Most guys get a gun, handgun, bring it home, open the box and do a review right away on it. I think that's wrong. I think they can do a first impressions video, what they think of it and such, but I've seen a lot of people do a performance video as soon as they get it home from the gun store, and I just disagree with that personally. I think you should own the handgun, take it to the range, and get a really good feel for it before you come to any formed opinion and start steering people in the direction of buying one or not buying one. I think that's just foolish, telling people, oh, it's a great gun, and they've never shot it. I can tell you, I put over 1,000 rounds through this handgun. I purchased it in the late summer of 2014. Right now it's January 7th, 2015. I purchased this Sig Sauer Nightmare to commemorate my mother's passing. My mom died of cancer in June 4th to be exact, and I just wanted something to remember my mom by, and she died of cancer, and it was a nightmare for her to go through, so I just found this gun resembles the struggle that she went through. And I can take this handgun to the range and say, I'm taking Mom shooting today, and she can come along with me. I'm thinking about her while I'm doing this video, so that's why I mentioned that. She's definitely on my mind every time I have this gun out. It's quite emotional for me, but here we go. This Sig is 8-round single stack magazine. It has a grip extension on the bottom for guys that have big hands like me. I tend to have like a bigger hand, so I really appreciate the grip extension on the bottom. It fits my hand very well. I really like the extra purchase on that, and it kind of curves at the end, kind of locking it in your hand. The magazine release button is a little bit longer than most, sticks out a bit. It's easy to acquire with your thumb to get the mag out, or your finger. The grip, the back strap grip safety tends to dig in a little bit. I've noticed when I was shooting, it tends to dig in after a while. If you're shooting like high counts of rounds through, you're spending the day at the range, it tends to dig into your palm a bit. They can be exchanged. There's aftermarket ones you can put in that people certainly make that would make it a little bit more comfortable. It's just part of the 1911 style of handgun. It's very effective. You can't pull the trigger without pushing in the back strap. It is what it is. Glock has the trigger safety, double trigger safety. You have to pull both of them to shoot the gun. This is just the 1911's version of a safety. Obviously it has another slide safety up here, but it's an extra safety just for accidental discharges, negligent discharges, whatever you'd like to call them. Safety. I've hit it a couple times while shooting. It isn't a big problem. I've only noticed it maybe once or twice, and safety works quite well. The slide release works very well. A lot of people say not to use the slide release on the 45. They said let it go with your hand instead of letting it go with the slide safety or the slide selector. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on that. I like to do it with my hand and let it go. Even when there's no round in the chamber, they highly say not to let the slide go forward under without holding the slide back and letting it go forward. So when you have the slide back, not to let it go on its own. They say let it go under the power of your own hand. And it's just gun etiquette. If you don't know gun etiquette, then you know, you certainly should brush up on that. Same with dry firing. There's so many schools of thoughts on dry firing. It's up to you. It's your gun. It's a part of you. If you want to take care of it, don't dry fire it. If you don't want to take care of it, dry fire it. It's totally up to you. I'm not teaching a course on dry firing, but anyways, there you have it. Hammer, skeletonized hammer. It goes back into the beaver tail as such. Just get a pen here. So the skeletonized hammer goes into the beaver tail. Very nice. It looks really well. Like I'm glad they took the time to cut that out, and it's just an added detail that you definitely pick up on. The fit and finish, you know, I'm not going to get into all the specs of the gun because everybody has already done a review on this, and you can look at those. I'm just going over what my impressions are after my first 1,000 rounds through it. I've noticed a little bit of wearing on the trigger itself. It's a match grade trigger, match grade barrel, but I've noticed there's a little bit of wear on the trigger. I think it's just rubbing against the frame. I'll have to take a look at that. A lot of people say that the trigger was made from the Spartan, Sig Sauer Spartan. You see that the eyes and the top would be the top of a helmet for a Spartan. That his eyes, and this would be where his mouth would be, but a lot of people say that's what it represents, the two eyes and the helmet. It's kind of like the representation of a Spartan's helmet. Back here on the back strap, the grip safety, I've noticed wear too. It's a little bit wiggly, but you know,